Hi y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Shadonna, and in today's video we are going to be setting up my 2026 Classic Catchall Planner. This is so exciting. I love the new year, setting up new stuff. Super fun, super amazing. So I went through and found a few things that I wanted to use. I'm just going to open this because the glare, y'all, I know. So what I'm going to be doing, I don't know if you've seen my lineup video, but if you did, you'll know. This is actually an old, outdated planner. And I actually, now that I was going through this even more, I lied on my lineup video. I said this was from 2025. This is from 2023, y'all. So anyways, it is an old, outdated work plus life planner. This is not the cover that goes with it. This was from a notebook, but I used the cover, and so I think in going through the covers, this fit for what I wanted to do with this planner this year. This will be my only classic size planner for this year as well. So I'm not Frankenplanning this. This is just going to be simply a catch-all planner. I'm going to add some sections in here and some blank paper and things like that. But for the most part, this is going to just stay like this. I'm going to see, because I've never had one planner simply by itself like this. I've always Frankenplanned. I don't know if I can keep all 12 months in here, but we're going to see. Not 100% sure on that though. So then to start, obviously the name page, and I don't know what I want to do for that yet, so we're just going to skip that. I did do some prep work in here, so there's some notes in here. Now this, because it's an outdated one, the perpetual calendar is back here, but obviously I can't use it, so I just glued down a piece of blank paper, and I can use this for like maybe my 2026 goals is what I was thinking maybe. But then I'm going to put a goals section in, so I don't know. We'll see. But getting into, and again, I have been kind of playing with this. If y'all seen my lineup video, this was actually all paper clipped together. I couldn't remove that, so it's there. I did go ahead and redate it. And then of course it's got the monthly, I call them monthly overview pages. And then this is going to be the weeklies. I'm going to try to use a vertical. Y'all, I used a vertical that in my very first year of In the Happy Planner, which was in 2020. I used it only for that year, and then I discovered all the different layouts, and I've just never went back to a vertical. So I'm kind of excited to play with it. It kind of feels like a blank canvas compared to the other layouts that I'm used to using. So I'm actually very excited to decorate these spreads. But what I need to do is actually get this planner set up. So first things first, I know I want to put my today bookmark here, and I know this is going to get loud when I start doing all of this inserting of everything. So that's going to be my today bookmark, and then I'm just trying to figure out, obviously I'm going to have to go to the back. I don't know if I'm just trying to figure out, because again, I've never had a planner that it was just that. Let me go ahead. So this is what I wanted. Thoughts. Let's see. Goals. No, let's do, yeah, goals, meal plan, notes, and extras, I think is how I want to do it. But I feel like I want my goals and meal plan kind of in the front, you guys. Hold on, let's just do this. Let's just get this going. I know the tabs that I'm going to have. So let's just go ahead and make those real quick. So we're going to have goals. I'm just going to print all of them out real quick and we'll get them stuck on. This is the boring part. Goals, meal plan, boo, 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 boo. Is everybody else setting up their planners for 2026? is exciting. I'm so excited. I've been in a planner slump, so I'm super excited to get into some new planners and hopefully get out of this slump, you guys. And then I'll need my scissors too, obviously, to trim this. Okay, so I have goals, meal plan, notes, and extras. Extras, if you spell it right, lady. All right, so that's that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead real quick. Let's just get these on here. And I know that's the order that I want them as well, so that's easier. And I'll clean up my mess after. I'll just scooch it out of the way for now. All right, so I know we're gonna do goals first. So in my lineup video, I did explain that I want it kind of toward the top. I am actually moving into a mini happy planner this year for my Franken planner and the majority of my planners, the 3 main planners that I have. However, there's not a lot of space in those to decorate. And I'm becoming more of a functional planner, and that's totally fine, but I don't want to lose out on decorating. So I decided, when I was thinking about all of this, ooh, will meal plan fit? Yes. That I'm going to keep a classic size catch-all just for that, so I don't lose out on my decorations. But I still get the full functionality of my home planner and my Franken planner. Well, all of my other planners. So this is going to be something completely different. Honestly, can't tell you I've ever had one just catch-all planner. I think I've always had multiple planners, and it was always Frankenplanned. So this will be interesting. I'm very excited though. So the goals, okay. The reason I'm keeping goals in meal plan classic size. So for the goals, I really like the size of the classic to be able to work through my goals, make notes, scratch through, brainstorm, things like that. Again, on the mini note paper, it's just a lot less space. So I decided I wanted to keep my goals on classic size papers. Notes next. And then for my meal planning, in my meal planning, I have a classic size recipe book. And then all of my extras are classic size as well. And I don't want to have to buy all new mini stuff for my meal plans. So I'm going to keep that classic size for my meal plans and my recipes. So that's why those are going to go in here, even though it's technically, I mean, it's part of a catch-all. Meal planning is your home, and goals can be anything. So it is part of it. And then notes is just any notes that I make, because I love having a note section. I always need a note section. And then for extras, that's just going to be the blank paper that I put in, so I have paper whenever I want to use it and don't have to go dig for it. All right, last one for this. And I'm going to stick them in the back for now and just kind of look, because I know I need my calendar up front, but in the same right, I'm not sure about how I feel with having all the months before I get to these sections. Not sure. Again, this is the first time I'm going to try and keep a whole planner together. That one's crooked, but I don't care. So we'll see how it works. I see a lot of other people do it, and it works really well. So why not try something new and see if it works? All right, so that takes care of that. And let's stick those in here. If I can get this sticker off of my finger, y'all. Okay. So let's see. So goals. meal plan. And then notes. Okay, and extras. And I do have things to put in these. I just want to see. I mean, I guess that's not bad to be that far back because I'm going to have stuff in it. And as I go through the months, I'm going to stick them in the back, I think, to rotate through. Maybe that will still be okay. All right, so let's go. I got possible goals there. So my goal work, actually, I'm not going to put in here just yet because, let me pull my old planner. I'm still working through some things. So there's some things I'm going to have to pull out of my old planner as well. But I don't think any of my goals are ready to pull over. So that actually will stay like that for now. Meal plan. I do have things I need to pull over. Let's see. So just a blank sheet of paper, which I do need to get my, I didn't give my recipe book out for my extra papers. And then I have a new pantry list that I'm starting. But then I stopped because I started it too soon and I want to get closer to the end of the year. A new page of recipes to write, and then some test recipes from a test sheet that I'm saving that I made notes on that I made that I'm testing out for my weekly meal plan sheet, so I don't have to continue to buy. I do need to grab my... Sorry, y'all. I totally forgot to grab this, but this is my recipe book. And I also keep blank things back here, too. So I want to add a couple of meal plans. So I do still have these half sheet meal plan sheets, and I really do like those to put in the weeks. But I don't have any more full sheets for meal plan, and I really prefer those because I do a lot of prep work. So that's why I'm testing those. But I am going to use these. But that's the last one I have of that. So I'm going to put these behind. And then I don't think I have any more recipe sheets. No, I do not. So I need to add some recipe sheets in here. And I don't know why I do this. It's just what I do. But there's, in this recipe book that I bought, there's 4 colors of recipe sheets. And I like to have one of each color depending on the meal. I like to color coordinate my recipe colors to my sheet colors to the meals that I'm having. I don't know why. That's just what I do. So I need one of each color because I do like to write recipes quite often. But I think that's all I need out of here. I really like this sheet. It's a divider because it's got different substitutions on it. But I don't want this, and I don't really like that. So I may just make one as a cover for my meal plan. Maybe I could. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I could. Maybe I could make one and put it right here so there's something there before you get to all that. Yes, I think that's probably what I'll do. Okay, and then my notes section. And I do have, I'm starting to condense this down since I have started setting up my new planners. It's kind of crazy how thin it is. But let me go through here because there is some notes that I need to pull over. Boo-doo-boo. I know this is not the fun part, but I still have to go through this. So, nothing there. That's my calendars for December. Meal plan, we already went through. Okay, notes. So, home repairs, back porch upgrade, want list. Alright, so there's just a few things I started new for this year for like our home and projects. So, home repairs that we want to get done this year. I want to do a back porch upgrade this year. I keep saying this year, in 2026, because we're still 2025. And then this is just my own little want list. Okay, and then extras. So extras, wait, I didn't finish going through this. I don't think I need anything else out of here because a lot of this for my notes I'm converting since I went to a mini. So a lot of these don't need to go. I think that's it actually. Yep, that is it. So nothing else for this one. Okay, extras. So for extras, I have a ton of filler paper, half sheets and whole sheets. So what I try to do in order to be able to use this up is I do 2 pages of each sheet that I have, and I'm not allowed to use a different sheet because I have favorites and I tend to go toward those sheets and use those first and not use all my sheets. I've done this for a couple of years and it actually does work to help me go through some of the ones that are not technically my favorites to use. But you can see clearly I have a ton of filler paper that I need to use up. Oh, that might be too much. Let me actually get rid of some of that. Bunch of different styles. And this here I really, because I'm actually truly thinking I'm probably going to stay with the mini for the next couple of years, so I really want to try and use up what I can of my classic stuff so I can start accumulating mini size stuff and not have to add more storage. I can, you know, downsize some of my classic size stuff and upgrade some of my mini size stuff. Okay, so that's all the note pages. And again, it's just a bunch of different types of blank filler paper and that I could use for whatever I wanted. It's just a bunch of different kinds. I have a ton, obviously. Okay, let's see. This thing is thick, you guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep all 12 months in here. Ooh. Yeah, I know. Because I'm going to add to it more. And I wanted to, because this is going to stay in my office. It's not really going to go anywhere. So I'm not too concerned about seasonally changing things, looks, and things like that. But I did find that I have this Happy Planner Deluxe cover, and I really like it. And I wanted to put it on here. But I'm not going to be able to do that. And I can't even put my little sticky notes in here, y'all. I found some sticky notes that I wanted to put in here that I don't think is going to fit very well. Yeah, we're going to definitely have to take out some months. But I don't want to take out, I don't want to leave just 3 because then it's going to be too thin. Normally I only do 3 months in advance when I do my planning like this, but I think maybe 6 months. Let's try that. Actually, you know what? Let's go. No, let's just pull 6 months. I think that's going to be best. And I have another set of covers and more discs that I can just put these on and shelf them until I'm ready. And then I think what I'll do is, as I use a month, I'll just add a month to continuously have 6 months until we get to December, add it in here and just run through it. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Oh, that looks much better, y'all. I can actually move it and close it comfortably now. Okay, so let's see. Can I put these on? I think. These are hard to put on. And these are metal discs too. I could imagine trying to do that with plastic discs. It's shedding. I like this deluxe cover because it's got a little pocket in the back and pockets in the front, so I can put a few stickers or whatever I want to use most often in here in the front or the back. So that'll be nice. That's why I like the deluxe covers, because I like to put stuff in my planners. Oh, that looks nice and that works nice. I love the black and white. Very clean. All right, so that's my catch-all. Let's see. So I do have no perpetual calendar, so Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'll still figure this out. I was thinking about putting my annual goals here. Ooh, you know what? No, because I have a goals. I'll do like a little vision board, I think. That'll be kind of cute. All right, and then I have 6 months of the Work Plus Life layout, and I will start getting this set up. I will start putting out some videos of me getting this decorated because we're already in December, y'all. I get it, it's the first week, but still, it's gonna fly. You're gonna blink and we're gonna be in January. All right, so then in my catch-all for sections, my goals section, which has nothing in it just yet, meal plan section, which is where I work through all of my weekly meal plan, meal prep, what I need to meal prep. Notes section, just for any random notes that I want to keep, mostly home related, it seems like, or me related. And then, of course, an extra section where I just house tons of different kinds of blank filler paper that I can use throughout my planner. And that is it. Okay, I think we're gonna really like using this for 2026. And it's gonna be, like I said, kind of like my desk planner. So I may even just like leave it open to whatever week I'm on so I can fill it as I go throughout my days. That actually might be something kind of cool too. All right, so that is actually going to be my 2026 classic size catch-all planner. So if you did like this video, I do hope that you take a moment, give it a big thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. I do want to say thank you so much for spending a little time with me today, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, y'all.